Welcome to Valle Norte, Residency 7, and I am standing in front of what is a 2-bed, 2.5 bath, 1,800 square foot condo starting at $477,000. Now, before I give you the full tour, let me tell you some more things about what makes this condo a great buy and you would love to live in this area. All right, let's get right into it. So before I continue with the video, the first thing I want to say is that if you stay to the end, I have a very, very special rebate program only for those that stay to the end. So make sure you watch because there's going to be a very, very special surprise for you. Now, where is Valle Norte? Why would you want to live in Valle Norte? And what makes this community a great, great buy. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about the community. I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. I'm also gonna give you some facts, and I'm gonna let you know a little bit more about the North Phoenix area. So let's start off with the facts about Valle Norte. So first things first is that there are 9 different floor plans here, and they're all residency 1 through 9. So you have plenty of options to choose from. These are all gonna have 2-car garages. Some are gonna be a 2-car tandem, but they're all gonna be located within the same building. And obviously it's a condo, so there's gonna be shared amenities. Now there are still 40-something units available, so there is a lot of room for negotiation because they do wanna get these sold. And they're currently building still another building. So we're not gonna be completely finished with the last phase of this until spring of next year. So we've got some time. Now, some things to know about the community is that they do have a dog park, they have a pool, they have a gym, they have a nice walkway area. It is a private community, but it does come with a hefty HOA fee. Now, the HOA fee here is gonna be roughly $462. And that includes everything except your electrical, your cable, and your Wi-Fi. These are meant to be turnkey ready. These are meant to be lock and leave. So these are not gonna probably be your forever home. They're gonna be an investment that is good to make now. And we're gonna talk a little bit more about the area and why these are a good investment to have. But yes, that is a pretty hefty HOA fee. Now, right now, at the time of this video, the builder is giving up to $20,000 in incentives, and those incentives can be used wherever you want. They can be used towards HOA dues. They can be used towards buying down your closing costs. They can be used towards buying down the interest rate. It doesn't matter. It's just a flexible $20,000 right now that the builder is offering as an incentive to get you into this home. Now, those were some of the facts. Now, let me give you my opinion. First things first is that, look, these are absolutely beautiful. I would honestly live in any of the 9 residences, and I'm not just saying that. I really love them. I think they're priced accordingly. They're in a very good location, and I think that there's a lot of room for appreciation and growth, specifically in this community in this area. Now, right now, I'm standing in what is like a hidden back room of Residency 5, and Residency 5 has been my favorite. I really like the floor plan. I really like the layout. I like the way that it is, and you guys can see all about it in the Residency 5 video, but I just wanted to give you my opinion and say that these have to be some of the nicest condos in all of Phoenix right now, specifically for the price. Now, enough about the Valle Norte community. Let me tell you some more about the actual area and where we are located. So we are located in North Phoenix, very close to the 17 off of the Loop 303. And if you know anything about this area, there's one thing to note, and that is TSMC. Yes, TSMC headquarters is just a couple miles away from here. You can literally jog if you really wanted to. And that is a almost $200 billion investment that is coming into this area where they're trying to turn this into the Silicon Desert. Yes, you heard that right, the Silicon Desert. And if you don't know anything about that, just Google it, and there's plenty of information that is gonna convince you of the massive amounts of growth that is happening in this area. Now, outside of the development that we have here of roads, manufacturers, the chip plants, and all of that, this area specifically is absolutely beautiful. You're close to the highway, but you're tucked away in kind of private corner. As you can see from the drone footage here, there is beautiful mountain views everywhere you go. It's super nice, it's super quiet. You have tons and tons and tons of miles of Sonoran desert where you can go hiking, biking, all kinds of trails, picnics, golfing, everything that you can imagine is around this area. Not to mention, Lake Pleasant is probably only 20 minutes from here. So if you're somebody who loves to be on the lake and you love an active lifestyle and you love to be close enough to the city, but still far enough away from it, North Phoenix is definitely a place to be. Now, you've got the Happy Valley Shopping Center down there at Norterra. You've also got your Lifetime Fitness. You got a Costco that's breaking ground here. There's a lot of development, and look, none of this is gonna be stopping anytime soon. So if you want something that's secure, something that's gonna appreciate, and something that looks very, very nice, the North Phoenix area, and specifically this Valle Norte community, is a place that I would highly recommend. Okay, so let's walk into Residency 7. So first thing that you notice here is that we do have a kind of different split floor plan because one room is going to be upstairs, the other one's going to be at the bottom. So you walk in, you're greeted with this nice, beautiful staircase. Over here, you have your garage door. Then you have your laundry room, pretty decent size here. As you guys can see right there, bam. And as we walk on through, let's go to suite number 1. So really like this. This is beautiful right here. Check this out. Adjust the lighting a little bit. Super big. And you kind of have like your own little private patio out here. And then as we turn around and we come here, lots and lots of space. So look at that shower. It's a pretty big shower. We've got the dual sinks right here. Really love this backsplash that they have going on right here. It's super, super nice. Then you're gonna have your toilet, and then you have pretty decent sized closet. Not the biggest one I've seen, not the smallest one I've seen. Plenty of room though there. You can kind of do the double, if you guys know. 1 rack, 2 racks, plenty of space at the top. So that is kind of it for the first room that we have here. So now let's go on upstairs because this is where it gets really pretty. So let me adjust this lighting here a little bit for you guys. So as we walk on up, look at that. So much beautiful daylight. So much beautiful daylight. And that is a view and a half, okay? That is nice. So you guys can see from here, bam. All right, and then here we are right here, bam. Come right into our living room, super big diner. And we've got our kitchen. Love the style here in the kitchen. I'm a big fan of the island. I wouldn't even get a dining room table. I would kind of leave it that way. So come in this way. Again, we have our so much natural daylight, so much daylight. Then out here, we're gonna go to the patio, upstairs patio. That is pretty spacious. I mean, as you guys can see, that is pretty spacious. Obviously, you have your master bedroom upstairs with access to the patio as well. So, bam. Let's go back up inside. Right here. Just this for you guys, just so you guys can see this. I mean, look at this beauty. Come, just enjoy this with me right here. Bam. Super, super nice. Got our stove top right there. Boom. I mean, I love this living room, love. So here we have our half bathroom. Real nice for guests. They don't have to go inside of the room. And then let's go into our second, basically, master here. Let me see if you guys can see this, because this is so pretty. Look at those lights. Those lights right here, lights right here. That is just a beautiful back tile. I mean, look at that. Bam. Nice space. Again, lots of natural daylight. We're gonna walk in, have pretty much the same bathroom as we do downstairs. Here we are. Nice shower, dual sinks, toilet, same size closet. Well, same size closet, but a little bit more useful. Look, here you guys have, bam. Yeah, I would say it's a little bit bigger. Not by much, but definitely bigger, definitely bigger. And that is pretty much it. So we come back in here. This wraps it up for Residency 7. Give you one last pan. And there you guys have it. And that concludes the tour. Thank you so much for taking the tour with me. The first thing that I want to do is give you exactly what I promised, and that is my rebate program. My rebate program is very, very simple. It's where you can get up to $10,000 back in the form of a rebate at closing, or we have a contingency plan where I can list your home for up to 1% and you can use the rest of the funds to roll over into maybe a home like this, whether that be a primary or an investment property. Now, in order to get all the information about the rebate program, everything is gonna be below. Go ahead and click the link, fill out the form, and I will contact you and give you all of the details that you need about getting this rebate. Now, remember that at the time of this video, the builders are giving up to $20,000 in incentives, so you can save up to $30,000 when you use me buying here at Valle Norte. Now again, like I mentioned, these condos are truly one of my favorites in the entire area. As you can see from the drone footage, there's beautiful mountains everywhere that you look here, and I truly love this place. I think that home prices are gonna continue to rise, they're gonna continue to appreciate, and 10, 15 years from now from this area, we're gonna be looking at very expensive condos. So the best time to buy is now. Now, if you guys have any further questions, all my contact information is below. Again, I am Derek Perez, your local Phoenix Realtor, here for all of your real estate needs. And with that being said, guys, I will see you in the next video.